Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke, together with Rev Yutaka Yamada. Today is Wednesday, the 13th of November 2024, or the 13th of October in the 12th year of Chongalguk. Thank you all for coming, and let's begin with a bow to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Chanji Chapuninge, Kyombe, Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English.
가족맨세 3. 전국 주인, 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 판조권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 3. Our family, the owner of Chongalguk, pledges to perfect the 4 great realms of heart, the 3 great kingships, and the realm of the royal family by centering on true love. I'd like to ask Debbie Bruce if she could offer the opening prayer, please.
Morning, our most beloved heavenly true parents and of heaven and earth. Thank you so much for this new day. We really want to make it a day that can move your heart. We want to make good relationships with our brothers and sisters and also with our leadership. Heavenly parents, we really are grateful for these words that you're about to share with us. And we pray that we can take them in and really actionize these words and really see how you're working in our life and really be aware of how you're moving us and how you're going to use us, Heavenly Parents. Thank you so much for your love and for the leadership and for brothers and sisters. And we really open our hearts now to receive your message. I offer this prayer in the name of Chris and Debbie Bruce of the Central Blessed Family. Aju.
Let's give a warm welcome to Reverend Yutaka as he shares this morning. Thank you.
Good morning, our brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today's morning Hundoke. Today's beautiful morning also. Let's begin the day with the sincere devotion and also heart. So thank you. So now we are staying in Solomon Island and there are many events and today is the last day. I'd like to share some photo. So the last Monday we had several important event or meeting. So this is the Prime Minister's office. So I don't share the photo here, but we could successfully meet the current Prime Minister, and we also share about World Summit and also pass the Trumada's autobiography. So those things was happen well. And this Prime Minister actually went to Cheonjeonggeum before, together with the past Prime Minister. That's why when we talk about UPF or Mother Moon, Father Moon, then also he's remembered that moment and also he shared. It was also good experience in Korea and also our event together with Father Moon and Mother Moon. So when we talk about next program, he was really happy and also he really interesting things. So we should pray well and also pray for our nation of Solomon Island. So anyway, and also we found out he's the new prime minister. Actually, past prime minister was not easy for us, but this prime minister was really open Christianity. And he said, we found out he is doing the morning devotion in his office every day. And actually it was open for peoples. That's why we are thinking maybe national leader go and to offer the Johnson together with Prime Minister. So that is also a great opportunity. We should pray also these things. And after this Prime Minister, we met also the Governor General. He also really supportive, and when we share about the family education, youth movement, he is really said that is true. There are so many problems, and nobody really take initiative about youth education and family education. That's why he also shared, we totally support you, so please do well. So it was really beautiful meeting. And this is a third meeting. You know him. He is the former Prime Minister, Prime Minister Daniel Philip. He is the one who went to Korea and also met two parents. So he is almost retirement, but still he remember well, and he really miss that moment. So we had good time, good meeting, share well about the past experience. So he really love our true parents. So we could see each area, those righteous prepared person are there and still remembering those moments. That's why we can also pray. So anyway, current Prime Minister, Governor General, former Prime Minister, it was really beautiful moment. And really, I felt the atmosphere was changed than before. So we can see our many possibility and greatness. So this was meeting on Monday. And yesterday, we had the groundbreaking ceremony of the extension of New Hope Academy School. So this time our Tirumada especially supported the development of New Hope Academy School, and this time we had the groundbreaking ceremony. You could see the student; they are so cute, and also the Minister of Education side also joined together, and we gave several speech. So this is the groundbreaking. So we had one building, and we tried to build second building and third building. So still we need more fund, but this is a great starting point. So you could see founded by true parents, father and mother moon. So all students already accepting well about family pledge and also crown of glory, Choniko anthem. So I just capture just 1 minute video. So I would like to share together. So this is a student, so cute, and yet they start sitting well and listen well. This groundbreaking ceremony, ribbon cutting, and this also the starting moment. Construction will be starting soon. So the photo. So this in the beginning of the ceremony, there is the flag ceremony. Then you could see there is no flag, but there is the Family Federation flag and Solomon Island flag.
Church flag bearer, 2 step forward. School, sing the church anthem.
Yes, so really they remember and they sing with strong voice. That's so beautiful. And next is the school motto. School motto is the crown of glory. So they are also.
School slogan, crown of glory. feel pain. When I hate people, it is unbearable. When I hate people, there is no value to my existence. Yes, in my belief, I am deceived. Suffering and bleeding tonight, my head is in my hands. My hands is basis as agony. But when I love those others against me, I brought victory. If you have done the same thing, I will give you the power of glory.
That's really,
Thank
I was so impressed. They are young, but they remember everything and they are really reciting these things. Enthusiastic group. So you could see, they are just a student. Yeah, they are not members or second generation. They are really student, but learning Korean dance to the parents, that's really good. So anyway, like this. So this student so much inspired and really cute. So please also pray all the time. This place, try to build a new building. Now the beside of this land. And the middle of area, try to make some another some small hall and gymnasium, basket court, or the volleyball court. So they are so much inspired. So this is the school. So really, we have to organize and visit this school also. Second gen or youth, we can bring to Solomon Island. Then 10 days workshop, 21 days workshop, stay together. It's really can learn each other. They will be so much happy. So really, let's think about Solomon Island. They are so cute, and they smile, and it was so bright. And our teachers group, thank you our all leaders, like this. Yes. So anyway, Solomon Island. After this, last night we had a farewell party. Then each group offered a song. Each family even offered a song, dance, and beautifully finished well. And today is our final day. Morning time, we meet our full-time members, center members, and one VIP. We will meet and going back to the Brisbane this afternoon. So anyway, Solomon Island have a great happiness and beautiful atmosphere. So thank you, our brothers and sisters, for your support. Maybe later, our Solomon members, if you are here, maybe you can additionally share the things. Okay, thank you. So today, our message, Fundak message is to the Mother's Astrology, to the Mother's World speaking to us. Let's share together. Mrs. Na, please.
True parents and the completed Testament age and university speaking tours. True mother proclaim, true parents and the completed Testament age. What is the nature of the completed Testament age? God is beginning life based on love. The magnificent work of God's creation is still moving forward. The completion of the ideal of love, namely the four-position foundation and the human portion of responsibility, marks the completion of the ideal of creation. God and humankind couldn't live centering on love, but now there is a new era, an era that could have been achieved during the historical ages until now.
Yes, please continue.
The beginning of the family of God is the start of a revival centering on God. Accordingly, people and God become one centering on love and the family. But it is not our family alone. We must go forward side by side with the family of God's nation as it begins. This is the world of the absolute authority of God. By proclaiming true parents' ideas and by proclaiming the completed testament age, we are rising above Satan's world.
Yes, thank you. So we are continuously studying about the Father's message toward true mother. So this speech now finally is going to the era of the completed testament age. And mother gave this proclamation. So before that moment, we are thinking or living under the Old Testament or New Testament era and also concept. So before true parents proclaim the completed testament age, who really have imagined or thought about next age after the New Testament? Or Christianity is reading the Bible, the New Testament Bibles, but who really thought after this? But true parents proclaimed the completed testament age. That meaning is ending moment of the restoration providence. So true parents open the way one by one and enter to the next era or next age. So New Testament and also completed testament has totally the different big differences. So from that moment, even the salvation was changed from individual salvation to the family salvation, and providentially also changed from world level and to cosmic level, and even this will be connected to the era of Chaniguk. That's why Father said the beginning of the family of God is the start of a revival centering on God. Accordingly, people and God become one, centering on love and the family. But it is not our family alone. We must go forward side by side with the family of God's nation as it begins. That's why we have to go together with God. We have to go together with God's nation. So those era was also opened. Please.
The 50 states of America were so enthusiastic about Mother. They all made plugs for her, sometimes several plugs in one place. And because she did not have time to receive them all, blessed children stood in 2 lines and received them on her behalf when she made her entrance. That is how they welcomed her. They were competing with one another to make their names known. It was a historic event. Mother was on a speaking tour of America for the proclamation of true parents and the completed testament age. And they were all competing to take part in any way possible in that historic event.
Yes, so True Mother was welcomed even in America, and those rally was happened in the 50 states. Please.
July 28, 1993 was the day Mother proclaimed the true parents in the U.S. Congress. And the U.S. Congress decided to make it a special day, a decision that was made and signed by 219 people, including senators. That was a global event. People had thought that the Unification Church did not amount to much. But the day the wife of Reverend Moon went to the U.S. Congress and proclaimed the true parents was determined by Congress to be a special day. If the president also signs in, the day will be instituted as a red letter day. And when that happens, even the American embassies will observe that day as a national holiday. In short, the entire nation of America welcomed Mother with open arms.
Yes, so those providence was also great. The many senator also accepted this special day, the parent day, right? I think, and those things was also moving on. And I believe now New Zealand is doing to try to make youth and family peace day, I think. So really, even society or government or nation, we have to continuously share our true parents' value and also share and give the influence to the nation, influence to our society. Please.
When Mother hosted the True Parents and the Completed Testament Age Proclamation Assembly in Japan, I included in her script tasks that Japan must carry out. Those scholars, religious believers, or prophets cannot make a detailed proposal of what Japan should do in the future, I revealed everything in detail. Japanese leaders who had been opposing the Unification Church for no reason read that script and said, "Oh, I did not know the Bible. I did not know what God's will is, or what the mainstream of that will is." True leaders can realize such things instantaneously. They then became penitent. The script delivered in Japan is the historical conclusion of the future of Japan, and I have taught it to them most clearly.
Yes, those proclamation was also happened in Japan. Please.
What would have happened if 40 years ago the Christians and foreign missionaries in Korea had not opposed Reverend Moon and the Ewha Women's University incident had not taken place? The students of Yonsei University and Ewha Women's University are a second generation Adam and Eve. If true parents could gain influence over the younger generation of students from middle and high schools to universities, the first generation will not be necessary. Therefore, Mother gave speeches on college campuses and in the National Assembly building of Korea in October 1993 in order to connect the second generation to her.
Yes. So how much important the activity or movement inside of the university. Our young people, university student or youth will decide the future of the nation. That's why I believe you heard already about the story of Ifa and Yonsei University. So that time in 1955, already many students accepted the divine principle, accepted about that time our unification movement, but because of the elders or teachers or professors, they opposed strongly, even they kicked out those students who accepted the unification movement. That's why this student providence was failed at that moment. So 40 years ago. So even from now, then maybe 8 years ago. So it was also failed. But in 1993, 1994, centering on our true mother and the rally in the university in Korea, really true parents did again and restore those things. So I believe the Heavenly Top Gun missionary, UPM missionary is doing witnessing the young people in the university or each place. But those youth movement, guiding, witnessing, leading, this really doing the important things for our future nation and future world. Please.
Mother will tour 40 countries to deliver the proclamation of true parents and the completed testament age. From the secular viewpoint, one may ask, why is she going to the trouble of visiting other countries? But she is going there to plant seeds of love. Being a parent, she must travel difficult paths, climbing over mountains and crossing oceans, to plant seeds of love in order to save her children. She must educate them all equally. Only then can heavenly fortune be with her. She is delivering the speech in the United Nations, Japan, and even Korea. Since she is giving the same address in every part of the world, Heavenly fortune will come to her. She must thus travel to all 40 nations.
Yes, so you could see our true mother, went to the 40 country and deliver the message again. So it was 1993. So when we share the message of the Women's Federation rally, it was 1992. So just 1 year later, true mother also went to the world again and visit the nation by nation and embrace our members or brothers and sisters. So we could see also this was special investment. Please.
In November and December of 1993, Mother toured 40 nations and proclaimed, I am the true mother. I was able to make the announcement that I am the true father only after undergoing death-defying ordeals throughout my life. But Mother has completely inherited all of my work in 1.5 years. Why did she have to do so? Because the one who can become God's object partner must appear on this earth. The object partner, the person of whom God can claim, she is my wife, I am her husband, must come forth.
Yes, so this also important part I will read again. In November and December of 1993, Mother toured 40 nations and proclaimed, I am the true mother. I was able to make the announcement that I am the true father only after undergoing defying ordeals throughout my life. But Mother has completely inherited all of my work in 1.5 years. Why did she have to do so? Because the one who can become God's object partner must appear on this earth. The object partner, the person of whom God can claim, she is my wife and her husband, and I am her husband, must come forth. So we could see true parents prepared. True father also prepared those moment, occasion for true mother. True mother also officially proclaimed in front of heaven, in front of us. So each time period, there is the providential development. Sometimes central figure could not fulfill. That's why postpone or restore again. And through the things, new era, new providence was opened. Please.
Korea is the central nation of the world, when all children can return to the mother's womb and unite in joy and then become one with the Father. Satan will have no ground to stand upon. We need to create such a foundation and plant it worldwide. We need to plant it in 40 nations. That was the gist of Mother's 40-nation world speaking tour of 1993. At that time, she was welcomed in every nation she visited.
Yes. So true mother have to give birth for and also leave us for all humanity. And Korea have to be connected with true parents and also have to connect it all nation together with true parents. Okay, please.
The question of who will lead the young people in the future is a global one. The first generation of Israelites wandered in the wilderness for 40 years and died there. The world has now reached an era similar to the time when the second generation of Israelites entered Canaan and found what they had hoped for. The surviving second generation had to construct a nation and a world with the philosophy of nation building and world peace and accomplish what the first generation of the Israelites' tribes could not. The Unification Church must restore this through indemnity. All these issues depend on women. They depend on mothers who play an important role.
Yes. So this is the final slide today. I will read this part again. the question of who will lead the young people in the future is a global one. The first generation of Israelites wandered in the wilderness for 40 years and died there. The world has now reached an era similar to the time when the second generation of Israelites entered Canaan and found what they had hoped for. The surviving second generation had to construct a nation and the world with a philosophy of nation building and world peace and accomplish what the first generation of the Israelites tribes could not. The Unification Church must restore this through indemnity. All these issues depends on women. They depends on mothers who play an important role. So era was changed from first gen to second gen to third gen, the wilderness coast to Canaan, or wilderness era to the era of Chanukuk. So now we are welcoming, or the new moment has come. So Father said the Unification Church must restore this through indemnity. All these issues depend on women. They depend on mothers who play an important role. So exactly, mother is also doing this kind of role, and also we are doing together. So at that moment, Israelites, first gen or second gen, there was fairness. But how about now? Mother said, first gen, second gen, third gen, fourth gen, you are all my child. And all people have to unite and go together. So already we are living here the era of Chanukuk, and we will create the new future. That's why in the past matter, we can learn many things through the past, but in the future depends on ourselves and also our effort. We will create the new nation, new world, and even new future together. So each moment is the special moment, and we are living here as the historical moment together with our true parents, our true mother. Let's totally unite well. And now main focus is next year entrance ceremony. Let's pray and share the message, witness well, and educate, and offer the happiness to our heavenly parents and true parents. So thank you for joining today's morning hundoke. Have a great time. 감사합니다.
Kamsamnida, thank you very much, Reverend Yutaka, for sharing with us today's message. And yeah, very inspired, as always, by the message that we receive and this speech, True Parents Completed Testament Age, and just made me think about the different Testament time periods, the Old Testament, the New Testament, and the completed, and just thinking about how they were managed. The Old Testament was led by a leader who was had a relationship to God, that was obedient to God, and God was guiding like a master, like a lord, so that there's respect and fear that mixed together, and so it's led by a leader that maintained his faith as much as possible. And then the New Testament was led by the only begotten Son, and the relationship was God is our Father. And as we know, Jesus said, when you see me, you see the Father. And then the completed Testament age is, it's led by true parents. That's why True Parents in the Completed Testament Age being the name of the message, and where God is substantially present within our true parents, and enabling the liberation of God to take place, and all of which were stepping stones to the completion and of the historic debt. And as we know, we're now in the 12th year of Chongalguk and awaiting God's a full authority on earth. So it's just reflecting on the time periods and what was happening, and how amazing it was when Mother first went on a speaking tour, that everyone was welcoming and receiving, this is what God desired, that they be received. So yeah, just thinking about that, and then very happy to see those images of the groundbreaking ceremony in Solomon's, and I really felt a lot of pride and love towards the Solomon Islands. So yeah, very good. And as Reverend Yutaka mentioned, if there's someone from the Solomon who wants to share about that time, please do. Or anyone else make any comment as well. Okay. So thank you.
think maybe they are not here today.
I can see Peter. Peter Howe. I mean, but yes, Mary, go ahead. Put your hand up.
Morning. That was so moving to see what's happening in the Solomon Islands, and to see the children reciting in the Crown of Glory and singing the national anthem. It was so beautiful. And I'm just feeling like we're living in a new era. And I was just thinking, it's like when the collective heart is connected to God, then the blessings will come, you know. And I just feel like, we're living at that time. And I'm just saying, like, Solomon Islands is like leading the way, like showing the way, and having the school there and developing the school. That's just so amazing. There's so much hope, and really a standard for other nations to follow. Yeah, thank you everyone in the Solomon Islands, and thank you Reverend Yutaka, Reverend Kim, for meeting the President and the Governor General, and thank you. That's fantastic. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Yes, Peter or Alice, if you're there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, Uncle John and Reverend Yutaka and every leaders. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity to share. Just to reflect on what Reverend Yutaka mentioned. Yeah, I feel that the environment in the Solomon is quite changing in terms of the spiritual foundation. So you could see there's so many things happening, and we can witness here that when we approach the Prime Minister and the Governor General and other leaders, it's easy to communicate, and not like they was looking at us before, a bit like a strange group or people. But during our conversation, they are more like family member, or someone knows as well. So I just want to thank Reverend Yutaka and Dr. Kim for their presence as international guests to our great leaders of this nation. I think they have a great experience during this short visit. This, I think, one of successful tours for our leaders, because they could visit two head of states former head of state too. 3 almost, yeah, 3 and 4. Today will be the last one, Speaker of the Parliament. So if we successfully meet the Speaker, then that's 4. So that's a good experience for them. And I believe also for our nation and the region as a whole, to also report to our true mother and parent. And also the families, our families, they all excited with the whole program. And they most are spiritually revived and happy about the Chombo and all other related programs. And we look forward for more spiritual activities and in the future to come, because this is the most, I think, important for us, doing spiritual activities that really holds members together each time. Yeah, I think that's what I would like to share. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Peter. Thank you.
Yep.
Yes,
Hello.
Johnny, go ahead.
This reminds me of my time in New Caledonia when I established a school, a small school, this is a classroom for teaching a divine principle and teaching English to Melanesians in New Caledonia. I used to pick them up, there were 12 of them. And they were singing the Song of Unity and many words in Korean. And so teaching the divine principle, teaching English. Yeah, so it was remind me of that time. I was actually doing that in a place where opposite to the mayor of Numea. At the same time, we're establishing a political party for independence in New Caledonia, or peaceful independence. So many things are going on. But remind me of that time where they were all singing the Song of Unity and very excited, very beautiful, very wonderful. Children from 7 years old to 16 years old. And they were all united really powerfully, and it was such a powerful atmosphere in those rooms there. Yeah, so that remind me of that time. It was more like fertilizer maybe for this what's happening now there. But you shouldn't forget about Bayat, who was the founder, the missionary founder of Solomon Island. I should never forget him. We should make a plaque for him. I was thinking myself making a statue of him in Solomon Island. For remembrance of his foundation he established over there. His story should be taught in the school there on what he did, how he established a foundation as missionary in Solomon Island. We should never forget that.
Yeah, thanks, Johnny. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, Kathy, go ahead.
Yeah, I was in the Olympic Games with Jean-Yves and also Bayat Zarotz, who was the missionary to the Solomon Islands. And he was such a humble person. He didn't have clothes that he could wear. He didn't have his hair cut. So the brothers and sisters got his hair cut, and he was collecting the wooden chopsticks to take back to the islands with him. And I said, what are you taking these for? He had practically nothing. And so I bought him a set of the Korean chopsticks. He was such a beautiful brother. And I noticed that when I was in Greece last year that he was on one of the Hundok Haze. And he was so humble and so, I just couldn't say it. He was just such a beautiful character. And for him to see today what is happening in the Solomon Islands now is just amazing. What they're doing there is just beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, now go ahead.
Yes, I hope that brother get to see what's happening in the Solomon's, I mean, it's a first. We should be like so excited, so emotional even. I mean, where else in the world other than Korea this happens? I mean, you know, a public school reciting Father's poem, The Crown of Glory, and singing the national our anthem there. It's amazing. It just brings tears to my eyes. I become emotional. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, the Solomon Island members. Yeah.
Thank you. It truly is. Thank you. Yes, Chris, got your hand up?
Yeah, morning, everyone. Yeah, some time ago, quite a while ago, I was inspired, spirit world, or heavenly parent, whatever, to see all people of a certain age as first or second gen, not just our church members. And I can see from this morning's quote that about the Iwa University, and the teachers and the students were considered by true parents as first or second generation, even though they weren't members of our church. I think it's an important concept. From God's perspective, if everything had have gone to plan, they would have been first and second generation people. So I think it's important to have that vision and concept in our mind that, and we see in the Solomons, that's exactly what happened. Not all those people are members, but we should consider them second generation, so that will end up as the reality. You know, obviously they don't receive all the spiritual benefit of born second gen, but that's God's vision. I think it's an important little concept to change in our mind. Anyway, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Thank you. Yes, Greg, go ahead.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Yeah, so inspiring. And it's really a pity that President Hori couldn't go this time. But I'm just thinking if, you know, when Mother sees that as a report, and also Reverend Song, also he also created a very important foundation as the National Messiah to Solomon Islands, and built up most of the current leadership members there during his time. I'm just thinking, you know, Mother, she would be so thrilled that, you know, she donated that money, and then the groundbreaking ceremony, also the visiting to the, you know, the heads of state and those people, a very good response. What a great message. Mother would be really so thrilled when she sees that. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, still have a bit of time for anyone else to make a comment. Yeah. Yes, Reverend Kenji, go ahead.
Good morning, Rita, Oceania. Wow, that's amazing, amazing the fact we witness. Anyway, yeah, as the Mr. The Geneve said that yeah, history of the missionary should be they recorded properly so that the history can really able to last for forever. Anyway, Solomon Island, the name itself really predicts something from the God providence, and we hope that continuously developing until the sovereignty of God is established in Solomon Island. And actually, founding members of the unification movement is almost the teachers of the school. And that's the actually significant to the foundation that was they planted in the beginning. And we see the fruit. So yeah, anyway, really appreciate for the our loving brothers and sisters in Solomon Island has built this such foundation so far. And also the just for your information, that's not from the my personal family matter. Rather, I would like to say that as the kind of significance of the providence to move forward, as the Amon and Amy family, they gave us the second their daughter safely yesterday, right after the event of the Youth and Family Peace Day. And yeah, actually the Sergeant daughter was the knowing that the when is the exact day to come out to the us to say hello to us. Actually, 11th of November was the day that yeah we are having the good personal the time with the Reverend Stone, and we didn't know that the what's going to happen for the Ammon's family. But anyway, after the sending off the Reverend Stone, then next day, yeah, the Sergeant appeared, and anyhow, so we keep the developing the God providence by multiplying the children of God. That's the way. How to establish God's kingdom substantially, and really hope that yeah, we continuously moving forward. Yeah, thank you. That's yeah, just a small announcement. Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations. Yeah, very good. And I noticed Hadi is here if he wants to make a final comment about what in Solomon's. You there, Dr. Hadi? Yep.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for all the kind and good comments. Yeah, we are trying our best to develop the school and help the school to like increase the quality and access. So we want to thank our beloved true parents through Rev Yutaka for the donation of money. It really helped to sort of like increase access to education by building of the classrooms. So we are so grateful and thankful to our true mother. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you, everyone. It's time now for us to offer our unison prayer. So I'll just bring up the screen. Okay, let's pray together. Thank you. Due. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Reverend Yutaka, for sharing, and I hope everyone has a great day and see you all again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.